So what if I told you that one of the keys to perfect barbecue, brisket in particular, is simpler and cheaper than you might think? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. All right, gang, if you're like me, we're always searching for that something that's going to take our barbecue game to the next level. I mean, whether we make a fantastic brisket or not, we always want to make it better and better. So we all have our processes of how we cook our brisket. And I'm not trying to change that for you today. I'm not going to come here and make some wild claims that, if you don't do this, you're not going to make great brisket, because you absolutely can. What I am going to do is I'm going to introduce you to an affordable tool that can help enhance the barbecue that you are already making. Now, we've all heard that holding our proteins after they come off of our grill is going to yield to a better product. But a lot of times we associate that with restaurants or food trucks and businesses that have the need for food warmers or hot boxes. If you're like me, we hold events back here. I have a lot of people that come over for great barbecue, and what do? I cook the stuff the night before, the day before, and I hold it overnight. So the next day when people show up, all we got to do is start serving, and that's absolutely what restaurants do. So today I'm going to introduce you to an affordable tool from Vevor that will help you do just that. All right, my friends, this here is the Vevor hot box or warming oven that I'm speaking of. This one actually has a 4-tier system in here. So you've got 4 trays in here that easily slide out here. And you've also got a little cup here that you can actually put water in so that you can keep this environment moist and not let your food burn or dry out on you, which I think is fantastic. It's much like the full-scale hot box that I actually have in my garage, but this one is one that you can actually use in the house or on the back porch, and I mean, it's just perfect for your backyard barbecue. Okay, so we're gonna get this tray put back in here. All right, now we're gonna turn this thing on, and this hot box, guys, will operate between 80 degrees and 177 degrees. And we always kind of want to make sure that we keep our temperature above 140. 40 degrees to 140 degrees is going to be your danger zone that you want to stay out of. So as you can see, I've got mine set for 150 degrees here, and I've played around with this thing for a bit here, and it works very, very well. So yeah, this is what we're going to be using to be able to hold our briskets. Now, why is it important to hold proteins like this when you get it off the grill? Well, it gives these proteins a chance to relax. Whenever you're applying heat to your proteins, they tend to swell up and pressure out the liquid, its juices. It tends to push it out. Well, when you give it a chance to relax or rest after it's completed cooking, these proteins relax and they reabsorb their juices into their natural places, which then yields a more tender product for serving. So holding these proteins gives you a longer duration of time to be able to prepare for when you're ready to serve it. Now, I am not saying that you have to hold a brisket for however many hours. Hell, if you want to make that brisket and you want to consume it 20 minutes later, go for it. I'm not going to change your mind. I am not telling you there's rules to barbecue. I'm just merely saying that I think it yields a more desirable product when it's had time to rest and be able to reabsorb those juices and just, again, maintain that tender perfection as you intended when it came off the grill. So let's talk about the process that I used when I made this brisket. I basically got my brisket from my local grocery store, and I got it out of the package and trimmed it up. Now, I did a backyard trim on it. I do aggressively trim my brisket because I save the trimmings and do other things with it. But if you're not a trimming person, don't trim. It's strictly up to you. There's no rules in barbecue. But I did trim up this brisket, got some black pepper on it, got some Pit Boss rub on it, got some seasoning salt on it, got it on my grill. Babysat this thing at 275 degrees for roughly about 12 hours. I did spritz it with some ACV, some water, and a little bit of juice. And I do that just so I can hopefully attract as much smoke flavor to the protein as I possibly can, being that smoke is attracted to that liquid. So after I got this brisket to the tenderness I was looking for, it just so happened to be around 204 degrees, I might add. I pulled that brisket off, let it rest, and then I got it into this food warmer. Now here we are the next day. We are roughly about 13 hours removed from when I pulled this brisket off of the grill and got it in the food warmer. And now we're gonna go ahead and cut this brisket open and we're gonna check it out. All right, we're gonna get this taken out of the foil here. And I'm telling you, man, this thing smells phenomenal. All right, let's get this brisket out of here. All right, guys, so here we've got our fantastic smelling brisket, and we're gonna get ready to cut into this thing and check it out. And so we're just gonna go right down the middle here. Cut it just like so. And let's take a look together here. All right, there we go. Man, this is looking good. We've got a great little smoke ring here on this brisket. And so, yeah, I think this is gonna be a good one here. Very moist. Hopefully you guys can actually pick up on that moisture there. I'm not gonna press it too much. I don't like squeezing all the juices out of my brisket, but there you go. That's what it's looking like right there on that point. And here we go on this flat section. And yeah, let's go ahead and get a slice of here. And let's check this out. Very tender. All right, there we go. This is what we're looking like here. We can pull that right apart. So yeah, let's go ahead and taste this. All right, cheers. Oh yeah. Guys, that is a phenomenal tasting brisket. So I'm gonna make sure I leave the link down below. So make sure you check the comments for the link to go find this food warmer and get one for yourself. I think it's a great deal for under $300. Also, my friends at Vevor have a 5% off coupon that you can use on any of their products. You just type in that code right there whenever you make that purchase to get that 5% off. I'll see you guys in the next video.